Welcome besties, and let's make this regular bustier. Okay, that is the old way of making your normal bustier, not corset, not princess that. I'm talking about the normal bustier, and this video is requested by one member of our family, so I have to get this done. Okay, so watch to the end, like, comment, and subscribe if you've not. And yeah, let's get to class. Pay full attention so you do not miss a thing. Okay, so I'm making use of this material, and this is 3 yards of material. Right, so now do not start your marking from one because we're making an off shoulder kind of, so it's not going to have a shoulder, so that's why we call it an off shoulder. Then from 5.5, mark out your breast point. Mine is 11. Mine is 10.5. I added extra half inch, making it 11. So to your breast point on the bust and half length, make sure you're adding extra half inch to all. So if yours is 10, mark it at 10.5. 15, mark at 15.5. Okay, that is for sewing allowance. And now divide your bust area, your waist by 4, and add extra 4-inch allowance. Okay, mark your bust area like that, and then that length you see me do up there is just a freehand thing. That is not going to be the main measurement. So just like I said, stay with me and do not get lost. If you have any questions, the comment section is there for you, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. Now for the back, just place it on your material on the remaining one, and then mark out your zipper allowance. You see that right there? That's the zipper allowance, and then go ahead and cut it out. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and start working from the back of this dress. Now for the back, place your tape at 5.5 inch, and then depending on how low you want your neckline to be, I want mine to be very low, so I went down by 10 inches, and then I marked also at 5.5 inches. You can decide to go by 5 depending on how wide you want your neck line to be. Okay, and then just like I said before, just give a freehand marking like that. That's not going to be the main marking. You're still going to trim that down. Okay, so that is basically that. Then mark your zipper allowance and then slit open the zip area. Now for the front side, please pay close attention. Now your breast to breast measurement, as in your breast point to breast point measurement, divide it by 2, whatever you get from it. The chest area, remove 1 inch from your breast point to breast point and then mark it there. So for example, I'm marking mine at 4.5, right? Now for the upper part and my underbust, I am marking them at 3.5, including my half length. Do you get what I'm saying? Just your breast point gets 1 inch difference from your underbust and then your half length. Now this measurement differs from body to body and from measurement to measurement, right? Now from that point, take away 2 inches. 2 inches from your chest point, 2 inches from the underbust, and then 2 inches from the half length. Not chest point though, your upper bust rather. Let me use the word upper bust. So minus 2 inches from those areas, right? And then your breast point remains the same. So at the end of it, this is what you should be having. If it's not looking like this, my darling, you did not get it at all. Okay, so go ahead and cut that out like so right now. If you've watched to this point, do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and yeah, be a part of this wonderful family. Okay, and now that that is done, this should be your outcome after you've cut that out. Go ahead and notch your underbust like so. That is very necessary. Okay, now set this aside, and now let's go ahead and cut the peplum part of it, or the flay part of it. This is a peplum top, remember. Now for my peplum top, I'm just going to go ahead and get my waist circumference. Now getting this waist circumference, I want it to have extra inches, okay, because I want it to have like pleats, kissing pleats all over. So I'm not getting it at my exact waist circumference. I added extra inches to it. So go ahead and mark that out. Also take note of how I got that waist circumference. The tape at the tip stays still the same, not moving, right? And now to get the peplum itself, I marked mine at 9 inches. So I'm going to be moving my tape like so to get the full measurement. Okay, please, if you have any questions, do what to drop them in the comment section for me. If you have any video requests, like someone requested this and then I'm making it right now, go ahead and do that and I will attend to all of your requests. Thank you so much. All right, and if you've not subscribed, please do what to subscribe, be a part of this family, and you will not regret it at all. Capish? Capush. So now that that is done, go ahead and cut that out. Okay, like so, and then slit open one side of your peplum, and this is what you should be having. The flay is flaying already. Okay, and now for my sleeve, it's just going to be a free sleeve with elastic. So from the tip, I'm going to mark 2.5 inches, just the way you mark your shirt sleeve. Okay, and then measure that out and make sure that it is at 11 or 11 and a half, depending on your measurement. Mine is at 11 and a half. All right, and then for the down part, which is the round sleeve, I'm also going to leave few inches extra, because that down part is going to be having an elastic to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out like so right now. All right, and now the next thing I'm going to do is just to go ahead and cut out the lining for every part that I've cut out, both the bust part, and then for the bust area I have to go ahead and cut out the wording, the gum stay, everything, iron them out, and yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. Now for the sewing part, just go ahead and place your materials like that. Place the bust areas, the center one to the side one. Now take the side one and place it on the center one, and then sew it like that. Now let's head to the and do that for the other side as well, and the same thing you do for the main material, do it for the lining as well. Everything should be the same. Okay, now let's get to the machine side, show you how to sew this. Just pay close attention on how I am getting this sewn. Okay, and you see that breastpoint area, I did not let it have any point. You have to curve it out, give it a nice curve so that it stays this way it should be. Now look at that curve. When I tell you guys that you can just make your breast point, you don't even, you can just make your bustier stand out like that without corseting it, without making the basket or whatever. You guys think I'm joking? Look at it. But the bust is busting. So now at this point, you need to go ahead and cut the neckline for the front. At this point, this is where you decide whether you want it a V-neck, sweetheart, any design for the upper part. This is where you decide that. Okay, so how deep you want it to be, this is where you decide it. So I just have to fold that into two, pin them down, and then I want mine to be low but not too low, so I marked at 8 inches, and now I went in by 5 inches. Okay, I went in by 5 inches, and now for my armhole I'm going to go down by 10 inches. Now this depends on measurement. For me, this works well for me. Okay, and this is going to be the last marking for my underbust. Okay, so I'm just going to give a little bit of design up there, just something simple but not too visible. Okay, just stay with me and don't get lost. Okay, and that is all I have to do, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out after I'm done designing it, and then also I'll go ahead as well and place it on the lining part of it. So when you're placing this on your the lining part, make sure everything is aligning very well. The sewing, the stitches, everything aligns, everything equal. Hold that down firmly and then cut it out. Remember, this is going to be your last trimming for the front. Okay, so do not make any mistakes while doing that. And after that, this is what we have for the neck area. Okay, and now go ahead and then sew up the neck and then the sides, turn that over. After doing that, this is what we have. Again, emphasis on that bustier. That bustier is bustiering and the cup is deep. Do you guys see that? So do whatever thing you have. Once you follow the right things you're supposed to do, you're going to have results like this. And now for the other part, I'm just going to go ahead and attach the lining, the back part, the peplum, the sleeve, attach their lining, iron them down for easy sewing. And that is just that. Now that I'm done doing that, let's go ahead and then insert the darts for the back part. Okay, and now for the back, just go ahead and mark your dart at 4 inches, right? And like I always say, every measurement I'm giving you right now is based on my measurement. Your measurement, if it is lesser than mine, okay, my bust is 40, my waist is 35. If it is lesser than mine, then reduce the measurement that you see me use. If it is bigger than mine, then increase it by half inch or by 1 inch. It is very simple. That is a simple thing when it comes to sewing. Okay, and now that we're done doing that, this is what we have. Let's go ahead and attach the zip to the back. Right, now that that is done, I'll have to go ahead and place the front, okay, of my dress, or of the top to the back, and that is what we'll be using to trim the armhole of the back area. Now you see what I told you when we're trimming that front. I told you that that would be the last trimming, and we'll have to use that to trim the back as well, and that is what we did right here. Now go ahead and turn your front area to the back side, place it on the back one, and then join them together. After joining them, this is what we have. Again, look at that bust. The bust is busting. It is not falling at all. So you can rub this without a bra, and then it will hold your bust very, very well. Now in attaching the peplum, just go ahead and mark the center, and also mark the side of it. While marking the side, leave 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Okay, go ahead and also mark the side. Now pin center to center. Pay close attention, please. Pin the center to the center, pin the side to the side, pin the zipper area to the zipper area. That way you're getting equal amount of the excess that you left for the peplum for your flay. Okay, everything is equal. One thing about sewing is what you do for side A, do that for side B, so that everything becomes equal. Once they are not equal, it doesn't look good to the eyes. Okay, so once they're equal, it gives you that very nice firm finishing that everybody would love to see on their dress. Okay, and now that that is done, go ahead and sew that down. So while sewing it, I'm just going to go ahead and give like an inverted kiss, simply just like that, just like that, like that, and I'm just going to go ahead and sew that up. Right, now after sewing it, this is what we have. Do you see how it's looking right now? So good and so beautiful. Now for the final part, I'm just going to go ahead and attach the elastic at the down part of my sleeve. Okay, like that. And after attaching it, I'm just going to go ahead and then join the sleeve using my measurement, and then I'll go ahead and attach the sleeve to the top. Voila, this is ready. This is ready, and it's as simple as ABC. Yeah, I can say that it's simple. And this is me rocking it, and I promise you I'm rocking this without my bra. This, the cup is holding my apples very firmly, and it's looking so beautiful. I can jump, I can run, and this is the outcome. Thank you guys for watching to the end, and giving me your video requests, okay? And I will attend to every one of it. And then until next time, guys, stay creative, and do not forget that I love you so much.